You never know.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just something in there. And so, doing all
Is
this,
25,000 going to be enough for that?
it's generous, because we only know of one. We know it's 11,000 for Chris Lovely. That's it.
Oh, I thought we had 11 more payments to make to him.
No, we have 3 more payments of 11,000 a year, so the next
1,000 for a year.
year, yeah. And then I just put another 13, again, I expect it to be 11. But there's, you gotta have some buffer in there. Yep. I know the game ones, so maybe show it for Richard. And totally open for questions, come by anytime. You got until like the 19th of, you know, so we got time to change this.
Well, I stopped at the fire station twice last week looking for you, and I know you were in East Greenwich.
Yeah, I probably was. And then if you came at other times, I was definitely there. And this
came on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Sorry, but.
Yeah, I was there on Monday.
You've abused
Yeah.
this board.
Okay.
And the people that are paying you.
Looking at this budget, one of the things is a lot went into this, and as I said, the important thing was Gail being able to explain it, because really to make anything out of this without some explanations, you could waste a lot of time. So it really couldn't help that much before. So one of the things,
Let me just finish.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at, we went through all that, so I'm expecting expenses of about 5,100,000. Okay? So what kind of revenues? We need 5,100,000 for that type of revenue. Let's go, forget the tax rate now, let's go to other line items. So even though we had 944 on the rescue runs, I'm saying 775. Probably under budgeting. Nice little conservative under budgeting there. Looking at fire marshal services, the front page.
First page.
First page.
All right, where were you again, rescue, right?
Yeah, so,
Right here?
yeah, so even though it's 944,
You're doing
775. And you can see the other major one is this asset sales, the 251, that's the sale at the Harris Station on the bottom.
Did we get the money for that?
no, that's why it's in next year's budgets. And
Okay.
And that would pay for the rescue at 250. So what kind of tax levy would we need? We know it's 92% collection rate. So that's when you look at your last page. The tax levy roll. Last page. Yeah. So basically, this is the new, you know, the tax levy, the new property values for Central Coventry, and you see that
Is that 1.4 billion or million?
that's billion.
With a B?
B. That's the amount of property. And so, to make the budget balance, it would be a $2.05 assessment on real, and
On commercial,
on commercial.
$3.03 commercial. Intangible is $2.05.
So that will get you on the bottom, see that net tax levy, the bottom that's basically $4 million times 92% of that, and that's going to get you what the budget amount is, the 367 plus the prior year taxes, well, about $4 million. And so if you tax at the 205, you will be able to balance this budget.
We're paying $237, I believe, now.
223. It was 237 a few years ago.
223?
I'm sorry, you're right, it's 237, yep. So it would go down to 205. And
So how did it go down to 205 when we just got done paying 237 and still come all of that?
okay, you have to look at valuation. That's why levy is important, and you look at total valuation of the district, and then that's when you convert it over to.
Your house values went up. So
In
you
some
gain
cases.
money from
In some cases, they
Hard
went
gas
up, in
one.
some cases, they
it.
went
All
down.
right.
It's all over.
Well, in this case, yours won't.
One of the things that's kind of interesting is that our total gross assessed value, 12/31/2013, was $1,670,260, and now in 2016, it's $1,806,000. So it's under 50 million. We're getting back closer to the high water mark. It's still, so our valuations have gone up. But what's interesting is our commercial valuations have continued to go down. There's no business in our area, and that's the difficulty we face here in trying to continue to run this, is the costs are falling on homeowners because there isn't any business in our district. So just keep that in mind. The valuations may have went up, but they went up on homes. And so, Gail, you know.
Did you want to distribute these?
I still have a question.
Sure.
You've got your net tax levy at $3,994,000, right?
Correct.
But yet you're saying we need 5 million?
Well, there's other sources of
Other
revenue.
income.
There's other sources of revenue. Look on the first page.
And that's gonna balance it out.
Well, look
Yeah,
at look at the front page and you'll add it up and you'll see it. Right on the front page.
There's other sources. There's that one line, there's a little bit of things, that cell,
Yeah.
we get to that line two, which is what we're spending, all the
Yeah.
other items, so it's balanced.
Just as an example, I'd like to, at least 2015, 2016, 2017. Okay. We have one property, without saying who the taxpayer is, just so you can see it's on Hartney Hill Road. Their tax bill in 2017, based on the 205, is going to be $780.85 for the taxes. So if you look at apples for apples dollars, not getting lost in the weeds with percentages, in where was this? At the 237 rate, they would have been 902.73. In 2016, their taxes were 818.60. So this particular property, which is obviously a nice property, went from 818.60 to $780.85. So that's $40. What's that? 20, almost 2,714. That's a good chunk. What, 10% deal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then if we look at 2015, they paid $849.68. So in 2 years, it went, as properties are going up in value, their tax dollars went down from $849.68 to $780.85. That's a pretty good percentage, and it shows the job that's been done by paying attention to the expenses, by controlling and taking control of what it costs to run the operation, and at the same time improving operations, because you can see how much revenue recovery we have. So that means our trucks, we've got our equipment that runs, our people who are trained, and so if you look at all the measures, it's a pretty darn good job over 2 years. And that just happens to be this property. You have some others? Did you print
No,
others?
it's just this property if you want.
Oh, you didn't do anything? I asked her to run mine for.
No, she didn't.
I asked, what I'd like to do is I wanted to see for us, each of us, to have ours going back, and so we could share ours, but we can get that another time.
Okay.
This is an example, though, it's just a random example of actual dollars being saved. And I think, again, without cutting services. It's not like we cheapened our way to get here. We didn't let the equipment deteriorate. We didn't let the place deteriorate. So I think it's very important as you measure the overall performance of the district, not only financially, but operationally. So I want to see it. On a couple of things, though, I did want to point out that when we went through this budget, we're seeing our water increase substantially. We're seeing electric go up quite a bit. But the last thing that's very important to point out is our pension costs are going from 17.7
Yeah.
17.7 or something, 17.75.
29 to
between almost 18%, it's about 17 and some change. Starting July 1st of next year, it's going up to 27, 28.
No, 20.8.
20.8. Okay, so it's going up quite a bit.
Yes.
So you're seeing the pension costs, and our pension plan is 79% funded, so we're not a troubled pension plan. It's also telling you why we have to be very prudent and careful, because these costs are going to keep going up. The pension costs are going to continue to go up. We still have 2 people right now who are out probably going to go on permanent disability. That's going to increase our healthcare costs when they finally go, and they're going to stay on the payroll for probably another year or 2. You know how long it takes to finally get through the pension system. And then they'll go into the pension thing, which will drive our rates up some more. So we have to stay vigilant for the kids, because we really are managing this for the future. And if we just sit back and just take our eyeball off it, those are the backdoor costs that creep up on you. And you don't know what hit you. So that's all I want to say. If you got something else on the budget. Questions on the budget? Maureen? Richard?
You should have them, because you should be asking what.
Well, I'm going to ask for public comment in a second, please. In a second. Right now, it's just the board, please. Helen?
Yes. No, I'm all set.
Okay. It's clear as mud?
Exactly.
Okay. Digest this, and that's what I said at the beginning. You know, don't digest it. I'll help you look through it. And Gail is very open with helping us. And if you need to call to set up some time, we'll do that. More than happy. We've spent a lot of time on this, Gail, myself, and the chief. This was not just her doing it, or just me, or just the chief. This was a work, and a lot of time was spent because we went back and forth with the chief, and that's why we wanted to try to do as much as we could this year. Like get the boat, we need it, and so if we could get that in this year, it's done, it's gone. We don't have to look in the future on it. So it was done. Getting the air tax. Yeah, you're going to want, you know, those people pay taxes on the pond too, even though I don't live there. But it's important that we provide the service. The air packs for the guy's safety, I mean, those things, we didn't know which ones worked or not. That's not fair to anybody. So we got air packs this year. We did a lot of capital improvements for the safety of the people. And I think that's very important, that while we're being prudent with our expenses, we're not being cheap. And that's something we need to stress, that we're not being cheap. If we need it, we're doing it. So as we've been able to get our arms around this budget better, it's been done with a plan. It wasn't just knee-jerk. Yep.
Yes.
That's it? Okay.
Text me, call me. I'm there, just different hours, but I am there, and I will meet you anytime.
Okay. Cindy?
And we have until, we have obviously our meeting, so
Yeah.
any changes can be made. If you have something that you think is not quite correct, bring it forward, no problem about it.
And,
You want this, I'll make sure you get this,
Yeah, I would want that.
make sure you get that.
okay, public comment.
I just have a couple of questions. I'd
Sure.
like to ask. So on the finance director treasurer line, there appears to be a new contract that someone has maybe the board all knows about. I don't know enough. It's just I see that the contract position is paid $97.50 through December, and then goes to 50% of that, I guess, for the rest of the year. Is that
It's
There's
an
contract?
assumption.
There's an
That's
assumption. That's a
well,
budget
is that
assumption.
something that got discussed?
No, that's a
It's a
budget
budget
assumption.
Assumption.
That's put in, it's the money is in the budget.
Was that told to the rest of the board?
It's
right
not,
there.
it's
an
not,
assumption.
there's nothing done.
You skipped over it.
No, it's a budget
Sure.
assumption, Marie, you know
The
the
question,
budget's
the next
got
question I
money.
have is this: the admin services contract in software and hardware.
I
It's been
can't hear
38 for the last 2 years, and now you cut it in half. So I'm just
What's
wondering
that?
what in the admin section underneath 4080 and 408050 together between software and hardware contracts and service contracts. For the in 16 and 17, it cost you 38 each year. And this year, you're forecasting 22. I'm wondering, what is it that you dropped so that your services, you dropped it 16,000. So I'm wondering, what services are you not paying for this year that were paid for in the last 2 years?
Okay, so So there was a contract in terms of the admin service contract with IT systems. It's you pay for a block of 50 hours, $4,000, and it's been used very heavily in the last few years because we had a whole bunch of problems, but now we don't have those problems anymore, so I don't expect that we would need that much IT work. Also in that line item, there was, when we did the, for the two properties, we had to do the
appraisals?
appraisals of about $4,000, and that was also came into this line item, so there's nowhere else to put it. So there are just a lot of like one-time expenses that we used to have, and we're not doing that stuff anymore. We're not selling any more properties that we need to have appraised. Our IT needs are not as great. You'll notice that one of the things that we do have is we do have the website. We used to be hosting.
Where is the website?
It's under software and hardware. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Used to pay firecompanies.com a certain amount, and I guess,
Firehouse, you mean?
We paid them $1,000 a year.
yeah, so we hadn't paid them in 2 years, so.
That's a lot of
That's not true.
Yeah, so
That's not true.
That's gone.
It's
I paid
gone.
the bills.
Right.
That's not true.
So, yeah, so anyway, we're not paying that anymore,
Okay.
so we own our site, so again, there's a lot of things that we're not doing anymore,
Do
so.
we own the
Yes.
site or do
CC.
we own the domain?
Both, it's the same.
Who's servicing the site?
We are,
Or whoever we.
Who's putting the information in?
Yeah, who in particular
Who's
is
maintaining the
feeding
site?
that website?
Because people have been complaining that they can't get any information off that
right,
website.
so,
So who's putting
what?
it in?
At the meeting.
Like what?
They wanted to know when the meetings were. They
Oh,
wanted
it's still a work in progress.
yeah, so we're
Well,
on it.
when is it gonna be finished? When is the
It'll
budget gonna
probably
be on?
never be finished. Software is never finished.
Yeah, the budget's
It's
gonna
a
be
dog
on
with a
the
long
past.
tail. It'll never be finished. We just have to constantly look at it and see what we want to improve
Well,
or
who's
change.
maintaining it? Who's feeding
We
it?
have we are feeding it.
We
We, who?
You want something on it? Let us know. We'll talk about it.
Who's
You want
putting it
something
on? The
The
IT
chief,
guy?
no, the chief, not myself, but we can put it on.
You just let us know when you are. There's no secret to it.
It's like, it's,
They took a lot of other information off the other website. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put the.
I mean, I didn't have
They took some off of the Carl website that he let me update for a couple of years. So, they took a lot from that too.
Yeah, but when I went to go on it the other day, because people were complaining about it, there wasn't anything on it.
Well, they asked you to put it, it was supposed to go up on the town's website. I think Cindy, you had said.
It's
you
in the
would do
other
that.
town. You
Yeah.
can go into, if the charter's there, the bylaws there, the main team, there's a
There's a lot
lot
of
of use
data
the
to
town. That's why I said we can use put the minutes on there, you can put the charter, the bylaws, everything's on there.
We got a lot of plans we're gonna do for. We just made it, finally got something that's ours now versus that other thing that we.
The other website is terrible.
It was a horrible website, so now it's. a
It's
work in progress.
easier to.
And by the way, I didn't have to pay much to get my picture put on there either, so.
No, that's another thing. I mean, how come it's just you and Frank?
Hey, you know,
What about the board
hey,
members?
buddy talk.
You gotta get a picture taken. You gotta get somebody to take a picture. I have one more question. The buildings, they haven't really been maintained, like the paint's coming off, whatever, so I'm kind of wondering, like the last couple of years, it's always cost us 60 grand to maintain them. This year, even though we need to paint them or whatever, we dropped our budget by 20 grand on what we're gonna spend on the buildings.
We already, actually, I was with you the other day, we did it, like, we're doing Flat River Road, that's all, we already know how much it's costing, because they're already in the process of doing it, we're having all scraped, painted, cleaned, done, repaired, so that's gonna be $6,000, so we know that, that's in the 20 grand. We're getting the plumbing and a bunch of stuff down on Flat River, that's gonna be a total of 11. New windows. And the new windows, so we know what we're doing already, because we already got the amounts, and it's
Right, there's a lot
budgeted.
of maintenance, just everyday maintenance that happens all year that doesn't seem to be in that budget.
There's enough in there.
That's 59 was just the maintenance, not with any improvement.
It was repairs, it was mostly repairs, everything was
But
great.
you dropped it to 40, so.
But see, we've done the things, Marie, like what we're doing out there, the plumbing, there isn't that many pipes going in that place. That's done, we did, on the road, we did one bathroom, but we're in we were doing the other one.
We already did the second.
Oh, and they did the second one recently too.
And the other thing, if you remember what the chief had mentioned, that the first time they were doing collateral work.
Yeah.
So there, if you,
Oh, yeah.
if you came into Station 4, you'll see in their day room, they completely redid
Yeah.
it. It doesn't look like you're stuck in the 70s anymore.
Yeah.
And so
They
that's
did.
why they did.
In fact,
Firefighter,
in
yeah.
fact, a lot of what they did was actually
You
while
in Washington, if you want to go into Washington, you let me know. I'll take you a tour through it, and you will not believe what it's like.
They did
The
it.
dumpster is not outside, it's in the building.
Yeah.
True, you get the
In
whole
one of the
building
bay, the back
fixed.
bay.
Yeah, see, so a lot of the work has been done, as Dan was saying, like we've had ceiling tiles replaced, and all. The guys are doing that while they're working, we're just buying the stuff. They cleaned up the whole day room, so we're not paying other people to do a lot of this stuff. So we got a pretty good arm around that, and the chief's really got his arm around it. He's assigned one captain to each of the 3 buildings, and they've been working on cleaning it. Like Washington is pretty well cleaned out. They've already pulled one dumpster out, there's another one the other day, so it's full. So by using our own labor that way, or using some collateral pay, it's getting done. So the cost, Marie, is not the same as what we were responding to breaks before, and that was very expensive.
Right, but that station's a mess still, I mean, you're
Where?
gonna repair
Where?
it. Station Street.
Oh, well, that's
Are we not
a
repairing?
whole other story. What we're talking about is maintenance of our buildings. Primarily, you're looking at Arnold Road and Flat River Road, and that's in that money.
Okay. I just have one more question. Holiday pay increased by 1/3.
Yes, because if you look at the FICA contract,
Yeah.
up until 17, they had 5
9.
holidays or 7 holidays, and now they have
11.
11. It's an increase that was in that
I
contract.
got you.
Plus, we have more people, don't forget, we were running about 7 people short for a while, who weren't getting holiday pay.
Well, it's just against the budget, I remember.
Yeah,
But, and then one more thing, you know, like, we've lost Jessica, lost the other clerk that used to help Anne Marie. Jane retired, so we're probably going to forecast of hiring a new full-time clerk. I'm thinking that would help the tax collector
Anne Marie is
function.
working full-time.
Well, you went from 4 people to
Yeah, you're gonna
1.
need somebody
And
else
so
in
you're
there to
gonna need to
help.
hire somebody. And the question I've got is all the other years, that full-time clerk, I mean, you had Christine and you had Pam, and both of those are gone, and you have now 1, and you lost 2
Yeah.
clerks besides that, you lost, you know. So I'm just curious as to, we've always given them some type of benefit, medical, dental,
so we're
something,
not giving any benefits, no benefits.
to a full-time clerk.
No, there's no
Well, then,
benefits.
of course, affects the quality of the person that you're going to
Not
get.
necessarily,
It
some people
does.
have spousal benefits.
Full-time person, no benefits, no vacation time.
Vacation
Just
time is just in the paper.
I have just one more question for you. Has Gail provided you with a cash reconciliation that backs up that this $107,000 actually ties back to the bank balance that you have right now? Because I'd like to see it. Because otherwise, these numbers are meaningless.
Right, so I've reconciled the bank accounts, statements to August.
31st?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll be by to get one.
okay,
Tell me when.
sure.
Excellent.
Debbie?
I just want to go back to that pontoon boat that was purchased.
Yes.
I didn't hear the price.
Excuse me, time out. Debbie's asking a question, please.
The pontoon boat, you said pontoon boat and trailer, right?
Yes,
How much was that? I didn't hear.
$8,500.
Oh, 8,500.
And motor.
And motor.
And brand new cover that's still in the box he just ordered from Bass. That we
That
got.
was because the rescue on the pond, they didn't have the boat to actually do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
It's
really
a
nice
safe
piece.
design.
Anybody want to stop
That
down?
had drowned, that's
The
true.
guys down there at the station will be more than happy to show it to you. They're really proud of it and getting it set up. It's
Which
really nice.
station?
Pardon?
The one on 117.
117, okay.
It's something that was desperately needed. Trying to reach over that other boat, and the guys explained, the thing's tipping over and they're trying to pull somebody out of the water. I guess is the Chief Brown has been very involved in all these decisions. These are not just made by the neophytes up here. And he talking with the guys and got their input on it before we made this decision on what kind of boat to even look at. And by having the flat boat in that size even, they can reach in. Most of what they respond to is like accidents with jet skis and things like that is what he explained to me. And so this gives us the type of operation where they can best assist people on the pond and respond to emergencies, so.
So will it be moored or will it be at one of the stations?
Moored.
It
It'll
will,
be moored in the water, yes.
and where will that be?
Right now, I can't tell you 100% for sure. All I can tell you is where it was last year, which was right down on, not far from the station. I don't even know what road.
If you take a left out of the station, there's a left going back to part of the pond.
Marie, what road is that?
That's Old Flat River.
Old
Flat
Flat
River.
River Road is where
As
it
you
was.
come around the turn, there's a huge parking lot, and it says private property, and there is a dock there,
We'll just take
and
it.
it's been there.
Okay.
Why don't you just make it?
Does that, do we
I
have to,
think what the chief's also going to say, maybe, we may be able to position it someplace else, closer down. But I was up there just the other day, and 3 firefighters came out. I didn't know who they were, shook hands with them, and they said, well, this is going to be our winter project, because of the fact that they wanted to do stuff to the boat. We're fortunate enough, we found a boat that had a 3-foot platform in the front and the back, and then the rails around the side with doors on all 4 sides.
great,
We got a 50 on it, 4-stroke. We're changing it to the motor that was on the other boat, which is a 94-stroke. And it'll make it faster to where it's got.
By the way, Debbie, there will be a test after Dan's done.
okay.
And you're only allowed to give one wrong answer. Okay, just want to be sure. Any other questions there?
Yeah, one more.
Sure.
Will they be patrolling Johnson's Pond or will it be rescue only?
Rescue.
Okay.
Right now, we're planning on rescue. There's a lot of plans going forward. We're now in a position that we can start planning going forward. We're really we've got a lot of the real trouble and headaches are behind us. So now we have opportunities now to grow this properly and to get the right equipment and train the people properly. You'll notice we're making sure we put budget in there for training. We want to make sure our people feel good about themselves, feel confident that they've got the right skills, and continue to have continual training. So that's all part of the boat. It's not just the boat or just the truck. It's the people who man them is what makes the difference. And that's where we're putting our emphasis right now, is their safety and our ability to respond to emergencies. Look around the country right now, there's emergencies. We have them here sometimes. We want our people to be prepared. It's a funny kind of job. You can go 83 days and with not too much, and all of a sudden you're in high gear. And so we're going to continue on that path. And this is just a little piece of it.
One more question, because you mentioned
You promised
training.
only one last.
One more. Are you looking into training for maybe a dive team? Because I know we don't have a dive team.
Not at this time.
Okay.
We used to have a dive team.
Yeah,
Dive
We had several
teams,
people.
dive teams are difficult in a sense because only the state police can actually say touch a body. So you can have people dive in there and look around, but they can't do much. So, and it's very expensive, not only to get, it's very expensive to maintain, and that would be a big commitment. At this time, we probably would not be looking at that.
okay.
And you got to be certified.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yes, Jim?
Good job. Thank you. I'm sure people will be a little bit happier when they have to learn they have to pay less in fire taxes. So you did a great job considering all the variables, everything that can happen now and in the future. Had a go.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, I'm going home.
Okay. Hanger in time. Anybody, any other questions or any concerns, comments? With that, Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Maureen Jensen makes the motion, Dale seconds it. All in favor? Hey, thank you everybody for coming tonight, really appreciate it.